Yo, look towards the darkness.
Nah, yo, look towards the light.
Yo, what is that?
It's a supernova.
Nah, man, that's a black hole.
Yo, it's
I leap over lies in a single pound. The black
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoff. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they were very effective in asserting their will in Game 1, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into Game 2. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Boston Celtics facing Cleveland. Taking a look at Cleveland. Well, they came out and did what they had to do in Game 1. Now, guys, a Game 2 showdown presents the chance to win the series on the road.
You know, anytime you have a chance to get another playoff win, you've got to be focused on that game. You know, within the playoffs, each game is an entity in and of itself.
You know, if you start thinking well, we can win this one, finish them off in Game 3, maybe get a few extra days of rest. I think you're thinking way too far ahead. You have to stay in the moment and focus on this game.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Evan Turner is out there with Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Irving's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Thomas against Irving. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. And he gets the bucket.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. On its way from Irving for 2. And again, it's Cleveland.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Sullinger the screen. Johnson attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8, and that one's good. Irving's got 11.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Bradley, no one around him. And again, it's Boston converting.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
A shot's good from Irving.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Now Irving. After Jared Sullinger's three-pointer that didn't go. Bradley against Irving. Lets it go with a three. And that one's good. Irving's got 17.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Thomas. To the middle. Here's Turner. Can't get it to go. Good D by LeBron. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Sullinger. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. That one's off. Still out of sync.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back. But he just didn't have it in him that time.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thank you, Doris. Boston making a switch here. Zeller, he's checked in for Sullinger. Olynyk comes in for Johnson. Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Thomas goes in. And Zeller kicks to Smart. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Irving against Thomas. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Kyrie Irving with the triple. Irving's got 25 points.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Thomas passes to Zeller. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Zeller's got his first points in this one. Irving with it. He's got 25. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Zeller, a screen on Irving. Thomas goes in, and a wide-open look for Zeller. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Zeller's got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Irving, and he has 28 points for the game. Puts it up, and the jumper falls for him. Irving's got 30 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And it's good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 14. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Jake Crowder out there with the Olynyk, and it's Smart in at the one spot. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. Olynyk was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Bradley, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's called on Channing Frye. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And so Bradley nails both of them. Cleveland leading by 14. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And the basket good.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Smart dishes to Crowder. Here's the screen. Pass to Bradley. Off the screen. Mozgov grabs the board.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here is Irving. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Picked by Mozgov. Bradley against Irving. Lets it go with the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now, here's Olynyk. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for James. Sellinger's checked in for Boston. Johnson comes in for Smart. Now, here is Irving. And he's got 41. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Irving's got 44.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
And it's Turner off the drive. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And on the way from Irving for 3. Good. Irving's got 47 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Rebound, Boston.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now, here's Bradley. And Sullinger kicks to Turner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Sullinger. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And taken away by Johnson. Drops in the breakaway layup. Johnson's got 6 points. 35 seconds left in the first half. Irving against Turner. The screen from Thompson. Irving, good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Turner against Irving. Johnson the screen. And it's Bradley off the drive. Back to Turner. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers on top, running away with this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is such a pleasure here in the postseason to bring you the halftime show on 2K Sports. Alongside Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. For the Cavaliers, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from behind the arc. Whether it's coming off a high screen or pulling off the dribble, it seems like whatever they're doing, it's going correct. There's not a lot you can do when a team's got this hot from downtown.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
You don't have to dig very deep to see why they're getting crushed. Just look at the rebounding stats. They've been weak juice on the glass, and it's going to cost them. Weak juice and barbecue chicken. What a diet. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room right now, and they deserve it, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Hart.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of aces as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
LeBron and Love with the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Thomas. Here's Sullinger. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight. Sullinger's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Thomas against Irving. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. And he banks in the layup. Thomas got 6.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Irving drives in. 11 feet away. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Love. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
For Boston, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Bradley passes to Johnson. Celtics passing it around. Shots good by Turner.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Took him no time at all on that one. 64 points for Kyrie Irving.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin. There. Wow.
The Celtics have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Love against Johnson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and then for Boston. Olynyk comes in for Johnson, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Cleveland's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. James, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers on their run to a third NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said he's God disguised as Michael Jordan.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. And then for Boston, Mickey's checked in for Jared Sullinger, and Jake Crowder's subbed in for Turner. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. The strategy included running the offense through Thomas. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And here is Thomas, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. There's a good screen. And Thomas, here we go. And Jefferson sends it back. Outside Irving. Shoots the three. Another three for Cleveland.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Thomas against Irving. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. Boston again missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Thomas against Irving. And Thomas, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Five seconds left to play here in the third. Irving from long range. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even kill and flatline that one.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
Separated by the nice and the nice not underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age to
And so here's Cleveland on the floor for Boston. Rozier's out there with Smart. Then it's Zeller. And there's Jerebko. And it's Mickey in at the power forward.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And he recovers it. And the basket by Rozier. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The shot is good by McCray.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. From deep, another 3 for Cleveland.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Smart. Rozier. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Now here's Williams. It's a pick by Love. Williams kicks to Smith. Good on the three-point shot.
And this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
The shot's good from Jerebko.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And he gets it to go. 9 points for Williams.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Jerebko, the pass to Zeller. There's the pick. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside Williams. Another three for Cleveland.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Picked by Zeller. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 6. Jerebko kicks to Zeller. Here's Rozier. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Pass to Mickey. Kicks it to Jerebko. He dishes it to Zeller. Jerebko, the pass to Rozier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Jefferson's checked in for McRae. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an MC. No contest.
Yeah. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Irving. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Holland. They grabbed their own miss. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Feeds it to Zeller. Tipped away. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Tyler Zeller. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Zeller.
Oh my God, I just got that.
He's off on the second. On the wing, Williams. Yep, it's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your...
The 2K Sports postgame show.